The humid Vietnamese air hung heavy with the stench of gunpowder and fear. It was May 2, 1968. Deep in the dense jungles, a desperate battle raged. Master Sergeant Roy Benavidez, a Green Beret medic, heard the frantic call on his radio. A 12-man Special Forces team was trapped, surrounded by a heavily armed North Vietnamese battalion. Their situation was dire, their survival unlikely. Benavidez, without hesitation, boarded a helicopter, his heart pounding with a mixture of dread and resolve. He was about to plunge into the heart of a battle that would etch his name into the annals of military history. The radio crackled with urgency, the voices strained and filled with panic. The trapped team, comprised of both American and South Vietnamese soldiers, was pinned down. They were taking heavy casualties. Their ammunition was dwindling. Benavidez, a seasoned veteran of the Vietnam War, understood the gravity of the situation. He knew that time was of the essence. Every second that ticked by brought the trapped team closer to annihilation. He gripped his medical bag, his fingers tightening around the tools that represented life and hope. The helicopter dipped low, maneuvering through the thick jungle canopy. Benavidez, with the heart of a lion, braced himself for the jump. Below, the scene was one of chaos. Gunfire ripped through the air, tracers illuminating the sky like deadly fireflies. The ground was littered with bodies, both enemy and friendly. Benavidez, ignoring the searing pain of a shrapnel wound sustained during the jump, sprinted towards the beleaguered team. The air was thick with the acrid smell of gunpowder. Bullets whizzed past Benavidez, their sound a constant deadly symphony. He zigzagged across the battlefield, his senses on high alert. Every rustle of leaves, every snapping twig could signal an enemy soldier. With unwavering resolve, Benavidez reached the perimeter of the team's position. They were huddled in a small clearing, their faces etched with exhaustion and fear. He could see the relief wash over them as they realized that reinforcements had arrived. Benavidez immediately began tending to the wounded, his hands working quickly and efficiently. He patched up gaping wounds, administered morphine, and offered words of encouragement. His presence, calm and collected amidst the storm, instilled a sense of hope in the beleaguered team. He was more than just a medic. He was a beacon of strength, a symbol of unwavering courage. His arrival had shifted the tide, injecting a much-needed dose of morale into the hearts of the trapped soldiers. Despite being heavily outnumbered, Benavidez refused to yield. He was a whirlwind of action, a one-man army. Armed with his rifle and grenades, he fought like a man possessed. He moved with lightning speed, flanking enemy positions, taking them by surprise. His aim was deadly, each shot finding its mark. His bravery was infectious, inspiring the trapped team to fight with renewed vigor. He was the embodiment of grit and determination, a force of nature unleashed upon the enemy. For 6 grueling hours, Benavidez held the enemy at bay. He repelled wave after wave of attacks, his ammunition dwindling, his body racked with pain. He ignored his wounds, his focus solely on the mission at hand, to save his men and escape the deadly trap. His actions went above and beyond the call of duty. He was a leader by example, his courage a testament to the indomitable spirit of the American soldier. The jungle echoed with the deafening roar of gunfire. The ground was littered with spent cartridges and the bodies of fallen soldiers. Time seemed to warp, each minute stretching into an eternity. Benavidez, despite being wounded multiple times, continued to fight with unwavering ferocity. He was a man possessed, fueled by adrenaline and an unbreakable will to survive. The enemy, relentless in their assault, seemed determined to overwhelm the American position. Yet Benavidez refused to break. He rallied his men, barking orders, encouraging them to hold their ground. He fought like a demon, his weapons spitting fire, his grenades creating pockets of chaos amidst the enemy ranks. He was everywhere at once, a whirlwind of motion, a symbol of defiance in the face of overwhelming odds. He was the shield that protected his team, the spear that pierced the heart of the enemy. As the battle raged, Benavidez's actions went beyond the realm of bravery. He repeatedly ventured into the open, exposing himself to enemy fire to retrieve wounded soldiers. He carried them back to the safety of the perimeter, ignoring the bullets that snapped and whistled around him. His selflessness knew no bounds. He risked his life countless times to ensure that no man was left behind. His courage was a beacon of hope, a testament to the unwavering loyalty that existed among the soldiers. He was the living embodiment of the soldier's creed, a shining example of the sacrifices made by those who served their country. He was the shepherd protecting his flock, the unwavering guardian angel watching over his comrades. One by one, Benavidez carried the wounded to the center of the clearing. He triaged their injuries, prioritizing the most critical cases. His hands, slick with blood, worked tirelessly. He whispered words of comfort, his voice calm and reassuring. His presence was a source of strength, a reminder that even in the darkest of hours, hope could still flicker. He refused to give up. He fought for every inch of ground, every second of time. He was the embodiment of resilience, a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who face down fear and adversity. He was the shepherd gathering his flock, the captain steering his ship through a raging storm. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, a rescue helicopter arrived. Benavidez, his body riddled with shrapnel and bullet wounds, directed the evacuation. He ensured that every wounded soldier was loaded onto the helicopter, their safety his top priority. Only after the last man was aboard did he allow himself to be pulled into the helicopter. As the helicopter lifted off, carrying them away from the inferno, Benavidez allowed himself a moment of respite. He had survived. Against all odds, he had emerged from the crucible of combat. He had saved the lives of his men, showcasing unparalleled bravery and selflessness. Benavidez's valor did not go unnoticed. He was initially recommended for the Medal of Honor, the nation's highest military decoration. However, due to bureaucratic errors and misinterpretations of his actions, he was initially awarded the Distinguished Service Cross. It was only after years of campaigning by fellow veterans and admirers that his actions were re-evaluated. In 1981, President Ronald Reagan presented Benavidez with the Medal of Honor, acknowledging his unparalleled bravery and selflessness. The ceremony was a testament to the enduring impact of his actions, a recognition of the profound debt owed to him by the nation he served so valiantly. He was a true American hero, his name forever enshrined in the pantheon of military legends. Roy Benavidez's story is more than just a tale of military heroism. It is a testament to the enduring power of courage, selflessness, and unwavering dedication to duty. His actions that day in the jungles of Vietnam continue to inspire generations of soldiers. He is a symbol of the human capacity for greatness, a reminder that even in the darkest of hours, hope and bravery can prevail. Benavidez dedicated his life after the war to sharing his experiences, inspiring countless individuals with his story of courage and resilience. He became a vocal advocate for veterans, working tirelessly to ensure that the sacrifices made by those who served were never forgotten. His legacy extends far beyond the battlefield, serving as a shining example of the values that define American heroism. The story of Roy Benavidez is a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within us all. It is a story of courage, of selflessness, of unwavering dedication to duty. His actions on that fateful day in the jungles of Vietnam serve as a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, humanity can rise to the occasion. Benavidez's legacy continues to inspire, reminding us that true heroism lies not in seeking glory, but in serving a cause greater than oneself. His story is a timeless reminder of the sacrifices made by those who wear the uniform and the profound debt owed to them by the nation they serve.